YPG, 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 T5 Scasm, YPG, 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 YPG.
A good afternoon to all the viewers of our YouTube channel. Listen, this is the YPG Youth Hangout, and as always, I am your host Kevin, and together with me is my co-host Sarafina. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Kevin. Good afternoon, YPG Nation.
How are you today?
I'm good.
You look so. Guys, prepare yourself. What, you don't believe my words?
I know.
Okay, well, no
We
problem.
don't need confirmation from people from the east. When we're in the heart of the Spain, you know, we always good. Everything pumps from the heart.
Don't worry yourself, guys. This is the Youth Hangout. Keep yourself grounded. Don't go anywhere. Sit on that seat. Call your friends. Message WhatsApp. Do what it is you have to do. Let your friends, your family know. The YPG Youth Hangout. It's on.
Alright guys, so you all saw the video that we just showed. It was a bit funny, it was a bit interesting, but the message that it showed, Kevin, it was very interesting because it reminded me of something that we started last week. Something that all the youths in the YPG Nation, they was going crazy about it. Throughout this whole week, they was coming to us, they was going to the teacher. You all know what we're talking about.
She set a trend. She set a trend there in the YPG Hangout. That was
everybody
nice.
there, everybody saying, teacher out.
Yeah, she had some swag. She had some swag to all the segment. It was nice, you know. I truly enjoyed the program. I watched it myself, even though we on the program, but I watched, you know. And I really liked it. And what I wanna say this, Sarafina, is that last week we just to recap quickly, we spoke about choices, right? And basically of you deciding where you wanna do, or sorry, not where you wanna do, but what you wanna do, and how far you wanna go forward in life, and just how far you wanna accomplish. And in order for that to happen, there's something that needs to be done, sir.
Okay, but you say something interesting because last week we told them that they need to set a target. But after they set this target, Kevin, then what? What now?
That's the question.
After I set this target, how I reach in there? Just like I gave the example last week. If I want to reach from Port of Spain to Arima, all right, that's my target. But then what?
Can't reach there just so, you know, Sarafina.
I can
you have
walk.
to have money. So even if you're thinking to go Arima just so, you know you have to have about at least $9 in your pocket so that when you can jump in the maxi and pay. That is our target.
That's a
I'm
target
very sure
as
about
well. Because that's the thing, that's what we're going to be talking about today. We set targets, we set goals, but then between us and our goals, there's a process.
Yeah, definitely.
So we're going to be telling you all today exactly what is it you all have to do to reach your goal, to continue until you make it to exactly where you want to be. But we have to go somewhere. Where we have to go?
Guys, we're going to take it to the block. We're going to meet the teacher once again.
You see how dry it is come and say, come quite for the spin to say, we're going on the block.
Hey, what's not? This
gonna
girl,
take it
I
to the block.
swear,
No.
it's like, let's come back for me this week now, boy.
We are going straight to the block with the teacher. Stay tuned.
Hi everyone, thanks Kevin, thanks Sarafina for that wonderful welcome. Sarafina as usual, full of vibes. So let's talk about, oh sorry, Kevin, you full of vibes too? Yeah? So anyway everyone, today Sarafina mentioned a particular word, process. So what now? What's the process? It's very simple. It's a simple acronym called action. Many of you might say action. What does that mean? So let me break it down to you. Action. Any change toward improving one's nature. Get it? Action. Any change towards improving one's nature. What does that mean? Come closer and look at me closer. Your nature is what you are accustomed to. Change is what you need to do after you have accomplished your goal. In fact, as Sarafina said, it's a process. After you set your goal, the process is you take action. That's it. Very simple. Review with me. Any change towards improving one's nature. When we come back, we're going to be chatting with a friend of mine and see what changes she made to improve her nature. Once again, guys, teacher out. I'm back with one of my friends, Kaylan. So as we were talking about goals in the other segment, we just want to discuss with Kaylan really. Kaylan, after you came out of school and you ask yourself the question, like many youths, what now? What did you come up with?
Well, I always had a plan because I wanted to be a business manager. So my plan was 7. There's where I wanted to arrive. So I started, as soon as I came out of school one time, I already knew what I wanted. So I just went to do computer literacy as well. I went to MIC and I did NESC and I did office administration. And then I went to CETEL College and I got my diploma to do business administration. So I was always continuously going after my goal.
Right.
I was taking action to achieve what I wanted to be, what I want to be.
So, like we were saying, youths, these are all the steps that we were talking about.
Yeah.
The goal, 7. The process, the plan, action. And it's that simple, youths. It's nothing hard. It's nothing difficult to do. It's that simple. You have a goal, you have a plan, you action the plan. That's it.
That is all. You're going to reach where you want to go.
Goal accomplished. Like I say on Teacher on the Block, we out.
All right, guys, so very interesting was the 2 segments that we had here. We had, of course, on the block with the teacher, Sarafina, and we saw the short interview there with Kaylan and her perspective, her drive towards what it is she wanted to do in life. And this brings us all to this question, of course, again, what now? And we see that with the teacher, she said there's an action that they need to take. And we saw Kaylan also referencing the action that she took.
Yeah, because just like Kaylan was saying, Kevin, she had a target.
Yeah.
Just like we mentioned last week. She had a goal she wanted to reach. So I'm sure at some point in time, she probably researched what she has to do, where she has to go, where could help her to reach this goal, who could help her to reach this target. She did all these things, so she did research. So that's the thing, Kevin, we set goals for ourselves, we set targets for ourselves. But we can't just sit back and say, all right, I want to reach there.
Yeah.
I want to reach there. But you didn't learn how to walk, you didn't learn how to creep, you didn't learn who to talk to get directions. You had to do something, just like the teacher was saying. We need to take an action. After a decision that is taken, we need to take an action.
And this is true because anything that you want to be in life, every goal, every vision that you have. You see, a lot of people, Sarafina, they have that mental capacity to think good of themselves, to think of something positive. But what slows them down, or most people that get stagnant, is the fact that they are not willing to take the risk to see what it is could happen positively in their life. They always expect that brap on their lap, something is going to drop. I was telling somebody this. You're home. You're jobless. You want a job. But you keep ringing that every day. You want a job, you want a job, you want a job. But the question is, what are you doing to get this job? Are you going out to look for it? Are you going to drop a resume to get this job? And this is the question.
Exactly, because we can't just say, all right, we want to have this, we want to do this in life. Because sometimes people just have amazing ideas. We just have all these things that we just want to do, that we want to accomplish. We want this, we want that, we want. But then we don't do anything to reach it. We don't do anything to make it happen. Because there's this acronym we just always say, nothing is impossible. Because the word itself spells, I'm possible.
Yes.
Right? So we are possible to do anything. And exactly, a good point that you make with the job. Because I remember from my personal experience, I didn't have a job for like 2 years straight. 2 years straight I didn't have a job. And I used to just stay home and I didn't used to do nothing. I just used to wake up, eat, watch TV. But the thing is, I needed stuff. I wanted things to do my hair, I wanted clothes to buy.
You know, women always want. So,
Oi.
You understand?
Oi.
Go ahead.
So, you know, we want things. It had so many things that I wanted, but when I look at my financial condition, I didn't have the ability to do it.
That's true.
So what I had to do, I had to get up. I had to go out. I remember I spent months just going from place to place, dropping off resume here, dropping off resume there, signing up online, looking at this, looking at that. And even though the places that I went, not all of them called me back, but the one that I got, I have a job until today. Exactly. And I've been there for maybe 3.5 years. So when you do what you need to do in order to get what you want to get, what could stop you there?
That is it. You end up having that peace of mind, that, you know, that comfort, not the comfort of being complacent, but the comfort of knowing that you have something to support you. And as Safrina said, she needed things. So you yourself may need to get things, and that is what is most frustrating for a person who does not work financially. They don't have, they can't get, and most youths, sorry to say, they end up on the block. They end up on the block, trading a life that they could have had for a life that they don't really want. And when I say they don't really want, it's because you are forced to live that life, in other words, to please yourself. You live in a complete clone and you don't fulfill exactly what it is your life is destined for. Guys, listen to me. We are going to, the topic that we're going to have in the YPG Hangout this week is the good cage. I said it right, the good cage. All right? And you may be wondering, a good cage? Come on, what are you talking about? Well, in order for you to know about it, you need to be in the Youth Hangout. This coming Sunday, tomorrow I should say. Sorry. What?
Tomorrow.
Oh, sorry. What's up? Tomorrow, okay, sorry. Tomorrow I should say, be here at the headquarters at what time, Sarfin?
At 12:30, you can reach here for 12:30. We're going to be starting. We're going to have a lot of activities.
Full of vibes, people.
You see? You see how they just catch it? When it flows from the heart.
I just put a little drop in all you see. That is all.
From the heart. Down to Arima, catch the vibes. But yeah, we're going to be here at number 40 South Key, directly opposite American Stores. You can call the helpline numbers. If you want us to come and meet you, we're going to meet you, whether it be on the promenade, by the terminus. We're going to meet you, we're going to bring you to the Youth Hangout so you can catch the vibes. Just like, you know, he came, he caught the vibes, and now he's going to go back to Arima tomorrow to share the vibes.
I like that, I like that. Let me tell you something, I have my fish hook and I'm throwing it out to all the Arimians, all right? Number 11, Devon Street between Ratton and Pennywise. Guys, listen, the vibes capital, I always say. You gotta be there, Sarafina. You have to come one of the Youth Hangouts in Arima there.
Nope.
Just come, that's all. Just come.
Nope.
If you don't like it, you don't need to come back. Anyway, guys, take a look at this video, because what it's going to explain to you basically is why you should remove yourself from that type of lifestyle. What you need to do is to follow exactly what you're about to see. Don't take off as yet. Press the notification, yes. Subscribe, yes. But don't leave until you see this video. Until then, as we always say, don't.
He killing the vibes already. Go ahead. I'll come after.
Go ahead.
Next Saturday.
So life for me growing up was quite tough because my parents used to have lots of arguments, plus I was really sick. I went through 2 surgeries when I was 3, actually, when I was younger. And yeah, there was a lot going on, going to hospitals every single week, not being able to sleep properly, not going to school as much as I wanted to. I went through bullying, I went through lots of things. So life was quite tough, and mainly because you grown up in a place that you know that you should be doing things right and you don't do it. So it's quite hard. Because I grew up in a religious background. I went to church when I was only 11, and seeing my life like that all messed up was quite hard for me. And believing that there was a God, even though I was not taking him serious, was quite hard. I was still seeing my family all broken, my dad coming home always drunk, and abusing my mom was quite tough for me. That caused a lot of insecurities in me, and yeah, it was really hard. So everything started to change when my mom started to take things a bit more serious. She started to put in practice what she was learning in that place of faith, and obviously she wanted to take her kids with her. So we started going with her and learning, and obviously I was not taking serious, but my mom started to take things serious, and my dad, that was the person that was against it since the beginning. He started coming, and obviously things at home started to change. I started to see changes in my parents' relationship. They started to get better, and our financial status as well. So things started to change, which called my attention. I was like, okay, hold on. They started to take things serious, and I'm not taking, and that things are changing and my life is not changing, so something is wrong. It's either me changing to see this progress in my life as well, or I'm just gonna get stuck here and continue suffering in the way I was suffering. It came to a point that I said, okay, let me start taking things serious. And that's when I started to go more to the services, attending meetings, and my life changed completely. My behaviors changed. I learned how to control myself, not to depend on anybody. I'm no longer insecure. I no longer have the same complexes I had before. So I'm a completely changed person. My house changed. My health, it's changed. I'm no longer dependent on medication. So everything is a blessing, and the most important thing is that I'm confident, not needing anybody to be by my side, my friends to approve what I do, what I say for me to feel happy or confident. Even when I go out on my own, I feel good, I feel happy. So that's all.